was planning to go on a ride with these guys called Night Riders. They were going to Ridge Route. I have no idea what Ridge Route is or where it's at. And that it changed my mind just because I only had like 3 hours of sleep. So I was like, oh nah. If Ridge Route is like pretty brutal of a climb, because these guys climb, I like climbing. I was like, nah, I'd rather not. I'm be too tired. So I didn't do that. So now I'm just going out for a ride. I set my own pace, I set my own tempo, and I set my own punishment and torture. So how did I get into biking? That's an interesting thing to talk about. So the way I got into biking, I had a mountain bike, and that was about 25 years ago or so. We used to go do JPL in Pasadena, Mount Wilson, these rides down dirt roads or little single track fire roads, right? Then I sold my bike when we had my daughter, because I wasn't riding anymore. So we sold them. That was about, woo! Hold on. That was kind of sketch. That was about 25 years ago. Then just recently, well, not recently, for like 5 years, past 5 years, I've been telling Miriam, man, I want a bike. I just want to go out. And mind you, we were walking, hold on. So we would always walk on the trail, right? On this bike path, but I never thought like, hey, I want to see how far this bike path goes. So I went to the Trek store and I was just kind of like looking at bikes and seeing which ones I want. At the same time I was in the shop looking, there's this dude Lucky, he comes in, he's, oh man, you live by me, right? I'm like, where do you live? I don't know you. He's like, because at that time I was walking a lot. And so Lucky would say, dude, you walk by my house, you live by me. Oh shoot, yeah, I live there. He's like, what bike you want? What are you looking into? I'm like, I'm just looking into a bike. I didn't know there were categories: gravel bikes, road bikes, hybrid bikes. I don't know what else there is, but I didn't know. I was like, I don't know. He's all, you want to try mine? I'm like, nah, dude, that looks expensive. I said, hey, so I do want to get into bikes. Is the cardio like playing basketball? He's all, no, man, it's different. Is it like spin class? He's like, nope. It's all different on its own. It's like if you take a break for a week, you're gonna be tired. I couldn't afford a Trek bike. That was over budget for me. And Miriam be like, what? That's not a bike. That's a used car. I didn't go into Trek, but man, I was going into like InCycle, which is another place around my neighborhood, another bike store, John's bike store, just scoping out bikes that would be in my budget. None were, so I went to Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace! Dude, I won! I got a bike! When I said that, was it like playing basketball or spinning? Nah, not at all. I only rode like 2 miles, and my heart and lungs were killing me. Yeah, it wasn't like that style cardio. It was totally different. I got that bike. I was riding solo because I was so hesitant and kind of like nervous to ride with a group, but I guess I told Lucky I got a bike because we exchanged a text, right? Because I mean, he lived by my house. So we exchanged texts, and he would text me, hey, I know you have a bike. Come down, Havana, Savannah, Cafe Riders. We have a ride. There's a no drop ride. We're cool. I was like, no way, dude. I'm already struggling with the solo ride. So after a few times, I think like he stopped asking me. And then I hit him up. I'm like, yo, you guys still do that group ride? He's like, yeah. And I think I flaked again. I'm like, oh, I have something to do. I don't know. But then it was a weekday, and he's like, it's not a group ride. It's a ride with just 3 people. Man, during that time they showed me, so I said, yeah, let's go. I'll try. I kind of like got used to speed and changing gears and stuff, because that's something that I wasn't used to for a long time, because I had a mountain bike. I kind of was familiar with gear shifting on that, but on road bike, I guess it was different. I don't know, I got used to my bike. But then I went out with the crew. It was Renard, April, Tim, Dr. Tim, and Lucky. That first ride, I dropped my bike right in front of them. Was I embarrassed? Kinda. Not really, I didn't really care. I was like, it's part of it, right? I got used to the fact that it's part of learning how to ride clipped in. So what's clipped in mean? I think clipped in, or it's clipless. Either or, maybe you guys could tell me. So there's this, that's cool. See that chair with a uni chair? He's cruising on it. That was interesting. So Facebook Marketplace for the win, right? That's where I got this bike. Man, I fell in love with it. I didn't know that this was been calling me, the cycling sport. I was on gravel tires and I was running with the roadies, doing hills and just riding with group rides. But I wanted more speed. I fell in love with speed. And also climbing. So I fell in love with speed and climbing. So then I went to InCycle and got some new wheels and new tires. Yeah, it gave me more speed and smoothness, my pedal stroke, and less effort. Okay, so what happens after the group ride that I did on the weekday with 4 people? I got hooked. They invited me to, and I think what got me hooked was just the community and the friends aspect. They're really nice. So I went that Saturday, Havana, Savannah, where we meet up and met new and more people, made friends, which is awesome. So when I met Lucky, he's like, hey, you should download Strava. I'm like, what's Strava? What is that? Strava is a cycling, I guess, and running, and it's a sports type app where you could record your records and it'll take data from you and leaderboards and all that. It's pretty fun. Miles earned, height, elevation, stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. So getting into biking, I think what I can tell you guys is, or what I've learned myself, is to progress into it. You know who I am. I want to go go big. But you know what? If I was gonna, I had to make sure that I was in it. Like, I'm gonna do this for exercise, and I'm gonna commit to it and get better at this sport. So if I went all gung-ho and bought all that stuff meaning like the big bikes already and all the gear and clothing, the Leica. See, I don't even know yet. I don't know what it's called. Leica. You like it or not? You like me or not? Stupid. I'm glad I did it in progressions to see, like, incrementally, like, okay, I like cycling. Let me upgrade bit by bit. So the takeaway here is do everything in steps rather than going for all one hit. You might not like it, right? I think that's like that in everything in life. And what I've been noticing, because now that I'm creating content around cycling, I didn't put the pressure on myself of where I gotta be this guy and I gotta do this now. I'm taking it step by step, because I'm the type of will just like, oh, if I don't have everything now, it doesn't work for me. I think here, I like doing it step by step. I learn more, I'm patient, and I'm able to take my time. And you know what? I'm loving the process. That's one thing. I'm loving the process instead of rushing to get like one hit. Jackpot! I got everything all at once, and I probably don't end up using it or like on board. Here, I actually progressed into it. It was slow and steady, which is awesome. Okay, so this bridge, right? This was part of the Lost Boys movie. That bridge. I'm debating if I should climb this place called Tesoro. Tesoro Villa or just Tesoro, I'm not sure. But I'm debating whether or not I should climb this thing. I have lack of sleep, but man, it's like, Eric, climb me. Eric, climb me. Do I want to torture myself right now? Well, I mean, if I look at it that way, it'll be negative, right? Kind of be a little more optimistic about it. Hey, positivity. If I climb it, I get a good workout in. All right, we're gonna go up that guy. I'm on a heavy gear. I gotta change gears now. Climb is starting it's not yet, not too inclined, a little inclined, but we're going at it. Not too bad. All right, but it is harder going up while filming with one hand. I didn't want to do that. Well, I did, because I did it. I did want to do it, but another part of me was saying, nah, dude, don't climb. And I'm glad I did. I put in the work. And that's all that matters, right? Just put in the work, show up. You gotta do show up. I didn't go as fast because I was already tired, but I showed up, man. That's all that counted. Or that's all that counts, is that I showed up. And I feel good, I feel better. So there was the uphill and then the descent. I feel good about it. I'm glad I did do it. Show up, just show up. And you know what? Keep pedaling. Keep pedaling.